Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is but even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence, they've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. But what is sad and pitiful.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil. In my home, they grew everywhere. Until the world suddenly lost all its color. But it's all right. Our life essence, elemental. After an adventurer clears the withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power...
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge couldn't...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. It's not right to leave them to simply perish. Now that we finally have the chance to...
I understand. So you're worried about me. It's fine. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a...
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but let's do this! We've dealt with the withering...
Everyone hold hands!
Gotcha! Witness the power of Gwa. Rain.
I can fix this! Access denied!
Here comes the catch.
I see everything! I see the stars! Yeah! Phew! Make yourselves at home! Hey!
Ring cutter! No, my sword!
See? Higher, hands on fire!
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them.
It must be in a similar situation as I was.
Okay, follow me.
If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life.
We're close now. It's just a little
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary Yeah, they won't be happy.
No fighting. Although we belong to different species, they can be reasonable.
What should we do? But you'll need Nahita's power if you want to save that fungi.
I've got an idea.
You want to transform into...
Nahita is a god! Changing into...
Even gods can't bend the laws of time, so...
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able, but if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety...
All right. You have you will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitation. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I...
All right, I'm ready.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to...
As am I.
All right! Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible...
Okay.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form, the unconscious fungus, is just below here. Can you...
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from... You should be able to identify them using element. Then, all you...
Okay!
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
All right, good luck, Nahita. Let's go.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed. There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry. This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up. So this is the one. Understood.
Nahita?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change form. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like it's...
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be... Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
I apologize. Language is not...
It's okay, I have good news.
Apocalypse ended?
Yes. Unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is.
Really? That's good. Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed...
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean...
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power. But I don't quite understand. Why would you say that your home...
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees.
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon, it once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally mature... However, that day never came. Our homeland...
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is...
Wait, then if that's the case...
Yes? What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro?
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time, which means that if all the forbidden...
And a big void will also form...
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been... No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? But anyway, Apep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's been enduring unimaginable pain all the while. Yes! How could if the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able... Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer...
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to...
Yes. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. I'm sorry our memories are...
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Thank you. Family.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it...
Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting, then...
Don't worry. I understand what your family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this. Can you do one last thing for...
Of course. I need to organize my thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend soil. Food. Don't like plants in...
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in. And the other is to drive away...
Soil. There. Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take...
With the wind.
We planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life! Ah! Wildflowers! It wasn't kidding, but instead plants were invading!
my guard down. Rain outlines your fate. Things are about to get dicey. Torn of ice and frost.
Whew. That should be all of them.
Yeah, I've calmed down now.
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything.
Well, the history of dragons starts from the Sumeru was a Pep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the...
Oh, so there was no desert?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, a Pep changed color from the emerald green of the forest.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking.
A Pep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, however, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to stir up any trouble. Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be found. As far as I know, a Pep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why a Pep was contaminated. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably...
Thank you, Lord of... You really like them, don't you?
Family. Like. Do you not like Lord...
That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually...
Does that matter? Family likes...
What it's trying to say is that as long as you place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connection. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important. Paimon would still follow you around. Wait, would you not be able to recognize Paimon?
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to... It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows... It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, and if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The Lord of Dendro.
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse?
That's not very likely. But did the prophecy say we're...
To the limitless depths east.
Yeah, that must be the chasm.
It's impossible. What if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, follow me. I'll explain its...
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the Withering like the...
There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Tevat long ago. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist in Tevat. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form. Yep, it's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water surface.
Another strange metaphor, but Paimon somehow gets...
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here.
It's over there!
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
Ring cutter.
This isn't good.
That's not over!
Oh, we finally managed...
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light!
Wait, something dark is... What's going on? Didn't the heat...
Maybe it's because such a long amount of... Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it might have lost its mind after being soaked in it for such a long...
Oh no! But we still...
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance.
Traveler!
It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself.
Oh yeah! You said that the elemental...
You want to use its power, but...
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. It's risky to use its power without fully...
Don't understand. This no good. That...
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance to return home.
It's okay. There's no need to argue. I'll think of something to do about the elemental how about this? Traveler, you could try using... I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon...
Lord of Dendro, and you others, how long?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't...
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your...
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be strong.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. But the moment I chose to go through with it is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can...
I understand. Can you please tell me what...
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro dragon. Thankfully, it appears to be in the Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of Oasis using the fire seed, then the Dendro, and as a result, our homeland will return to the way.
Oh, so the heart of Oasis is a pep source of power.
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's...
What? You used the...
What?
That's... never mind. It's the fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any act...
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it.
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro dragon, the fire seed can... In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro... But you should hurry. Forget about me.
Everyone is returning home.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance, Lord of Dendro. I thank you for coming to find me. Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured. It's enough for me, just knowing that they will return home.
Hey, wait! It turned into oozing filth.
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can... Please, of all of us, it...
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original element. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy.
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved. There is nothing more important than being together with family.
Let's go!
Home.
Go!
Take it easy.
It's not much further. Follow me.
Rain outlines your fate.
I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Hey, look! Something's over there!
We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon.
I knew it would be big, but not that big!
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Brewer. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Let go? For foolish Brewer, you will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey! Don't leave!
Careful! Something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Paimon's never...
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But
External form not important.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours. In other words,
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
this is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out of the Dendro Dragon. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive.
Is there any way to avoid fighting the...
hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue...
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them from the... All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Tevat? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength.
They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external... It seems only the fire seed, or a Pep's heart, but it'll be risky if we use the fire...
Correct. We cannot use the fire seed again.
Everyone goes home, not just us.
This is becoming quite the dilemma.
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the dark. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable. But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your... After all, that giant Dendro dragon is also your family.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will never forget your kindness.
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa, it's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally.
This is the last part. Let's...
Gotcha.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lives? Yeah. Who knows?
Our goal is not only to find the drag, that will be impossible if we can't...
But how are we gonna do this?
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and we are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way.
Wonder if the Dendro...
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn, and now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful? Please keep everyone safe, and send us to the homeland!
are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? Where'd he go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible.
Well, then let's go have a look up ahead.
Yep, let's go.
Paimon knows that. It's just that... let's hurry. He might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do, the damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it!
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed!
It shattered! It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire... But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked in. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for... If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for... Oh... Do you know what we should do now, Nahida?
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire seed was...
You're gonna become...
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but I might, however...
What happens if you...
I'll become a blade of grass, or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your...
That's all right. None of that matters compared to...
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you...
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, he definitely wouldn't... If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place!
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken...
No. The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
You can go home.
Elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Quietly now. No, my sword!
Everyone hold hands! No touching! Access denied.
Busted. No, my sword! Gotcha!
Hey!
Rain outlines your fate!
It will be your name.
I see everything! The Temple of Wisdom!
Game's up! Fun's over!
Dawn's over!
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right? Then let us know that you're alright!
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power, and the guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed. They will be born once again now that they're one.
But that's different! They will...
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, then Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power would... However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Be that as it may, my position still stands, and I will have nothing. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Heesh! Who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only the Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world and led us in a fight. An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world in war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was, sand dunes arose where there was only forest.
But you still didn't give up, did you?
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continued to grow, and he planned to establish... Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge... At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones. While others chose to flee after it. But for me, the scales and I will follow it.
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the knowledge, but even then, I still believed that his insanity was...
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was tiny, Brewer, and the rest of you. How far with a life so dear and precious to the heaven...
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey, and each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The hydrofungus left behind us. Those two fungi might be waiting for...
Oh, yeah! Let's hurry and...
sorry. I really am. But it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long... Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important. It's said that Newer is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Wow. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again. Someday.
No, my sword!
Phew! Go!
Take it easy.
Care for a dance?
Quietly now. Body and mind. Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
No touching!
I'll take my leave.
Rain outlines your fate.
Dance with me! Be a good audience, won't you?
Born of ice.
Busted. Huh?
The show's
Rain
only
outlines your
just
fate.
begun. Think fast! Not done yet.
Gotcha.
The curtain falls.
Easy money. Rain outlines your fate.
Huh?
No, my sword!
Just following orders.
Quietly now. No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate.
No touching!
That!
I'll take my leave.
Time to act. Time to act. Busted. Let me weave you a verse. Huh? No, my soul. Here comes the catch.
Born of ice and frost. I'm just way out of practice. No touching! Next on the agenda...
Rain outlines your fate.
We're way behind schedule.
Rain Cutter, no, my sword! Rain outlines...
Access denied. Next on the agenda... There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Quietly now. No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa! Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. Gotcha.
Born of ice and frost.
If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life.
Yeah.